Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen life trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. At Vacation Genie, we believe digital currencies are meant to do more than just sit in your wallet. They're meant to take you places. We want to help you step into the future of cryptocurrency spending, as travel is one of the top categories for spending your crypto. It provides you with the best ROI, lasting memories. Make sure to check out Vacation Genie today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Wednesday. We're officially midweek, getting after it, and I'm extremely bullish. Although Bitcoin is slightly down like 1%, we're still at $109,000 Bitcoin, and we're going to jump into the latest news, which includes Ukraine maybe jumping ahead of us with those crypto reserves. We'll also dive into Connecticut doing something I think is extremely bearish for the state. We'll also get into another crypto exchange that's filing for an IPO, some XRP news. We have the CFTC making some comments, or the next CFTC commissioner making comments. We also have SEC news and a crypto bill, the Clarity Act, which I hope to give you some clarity on. Get it? Get it? Get it? Okay, maybe it wasn't funny. But we're going to get into the show. So if you're ready for the zest, the news, the education, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share it out with friends. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal of 21,730 subscribers for 5 more today, please. Let's do it. Also, I noticed that it's very slow this morning, very slow. So please share it out, like, subscribe, share, get your mother, your cousins, your father, your uncles, your best friends from high school. I don't know who you got to call, but call somebody and get them in the stream. Good morning, Bimondo. I'm going to say good morning to everyone as you say good morning to me, and check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show: Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code Zesty for 15% off. Then head over to Vacation Genie. We're going to get zesty with them, and hopefully we go on a cruise. But guys, please make sure if you want to book your next vacation, do it with Vacation Genie. You can pay with crypto. So let's get after it. Let's do it. Can I also get a sound check, please? Sound check, baby. It's a sound check. Can we get a sound check, please? Hope everyone is doing well today. Let's say some good mornings. We have Silver Days, Brian, Jesse, Spicy Crypto, Shadow is here. Hello, Doge Bull, Chipper. Good morning. Of course, thank you to Black Hat. We got Digi. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Michael Cartwright. I just killed my ears. But thank you, Michael Cartwright. I appreciate you so much. Guys, today we do have an after show as well, so do not miss out. I'm posting it in the Discord right now. So member Zest, be ready. We're going to hop in there for a little bit after this show concludes. So good morning, everyone. We have who else in the chat? Keen Bean. Good morning. Backup. So GM to the one, the only Randy, and the rest of the community. Well, hello, Mr. Backup. Nice to see you. I hope you got everything you needed, Backup. Did Kasha send everything to you? All set. Good morning. We have Curtis, Neil. Good morning. Elric is here. Grandpa, good morning. David Bulls, Michael Cartwright, as always, dropping his memberships. Thank you. I appreciate it. Aquarian, good morning. We got Casper said, what a banger. I know. I love Bitcoin besties. It is a banger. Yukio on X, good morning. Yesterday I sent Bitcoin besties to someone very important in the music industry, so I hope they like it. I'm waiting on their review right now. Mike Mazzone is on X, good morning. Nice to see you. Let's see, who else is here? I lost my place. Bobby F, good morning. Bobby Flash. So we have Bobby Flash and Bobby F. You guys know, of course, who I'm referring to there. Double O, hello, nice to see you. We got John Legend, yeah, okay. And Vacation Genie. Vacation Genie's on X right now. Hi, Vacation Genie. Hi there. We love Vacation Genie. I have so much love for Vacation Genie. It's ridiculous. I also got to shout out Morgan from Vacation Genie. She runs their socials. And I was hanging out with her at Bitcoin conference. And let me just say, Vacation Genie is so smart for having Morgan on their team because she is literally so ahead of the times. She's so smart. And of course, she's Gen Z too. But shout out to Morgan. I hope to hang out with her again sometime soon. Daddy-O, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. What's the crypto bill about? We're going to jump into it. Don't worry. AC Joseph Fitness, hello. We have French Robert, good morning. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Woohoo. Nick, good morning. Bobby Flash says we're not the same, but I adore Bobby F. That's actually so cute. That's actually really cute. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's do it. Gran, hello. Josh, wait, was it Josh? Patch, you're Josh, right? I literally just said your name 5 minutes ago. I feel like I'm burning out right now. SA, hello, nice to see you. Alex Collingborn, I see you. Welcome. Okay. Let's do this thing. We got green in the markets. SPX up 12.7%. Oof. Jito up 13%. XDC up 6.9. Polygon, new CEO guys over at Polygon. I think it's the Polygon Foundation that has a new CEO. The first CEO of Polygon Foundation. Polygon's getting after it. I don't care what anyone says. Polygon, is killing it. Casper met Morgan. Yeah, Morgan's a cool kid. I should text Morgan. I'm going to text her after this. Solana up 4% today. Interesting. Let's look at Bitcoin. Look how fabulous. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, Bitcoin's down 0.5%. Grow up. 1, grow up. Get some patience. 2, we are creating, hopefully, support at $109,000. That is beautiful. Stunning. That's our previous all-time high here from January 20th-ish. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. We want to create support here and target that $112,000 all-time high. Again, that is right here, friends and family, right there with my little ugly arrow. But still, very bullish. We want to hold support here and target that 112. That is extremely important. But I feel some momentum building. And quite literally, you see it with this green dot printed on the momentum, bringing it up over here on Market Cipher. The VWAP is down today. Again, kind of supports the slight decline we have in price right now, but can easily turn around. Money flow looks great today. Great. Fabulous. I'm feeling really good today, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me or what's right. I don't know. But it's happening. Josh, yes. You're testing me tomorrow. I'm going to be ready. We are almost, not really, but almost over to the overbought section of this RSI here. We are bullish, pulling back ever so slightly today, but beggars can't be choosers. We're going to be okay, guys. Keep calm, huddle on, bullish, a bearish case scenario. I'm absolutely loving where Bitcoin is at right now. This is extremely bullish news. Extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Script bros are up. Litecoin, Doge, Pepe Coin, and Bells. Oh, spicy. Are you from Pepe Coin? Oh, wait. My Pepe Coin is some... my merch is in the closet right now. I have a whole closet full of merch. Pepe Coin people were so nice to me. I was talking to the Pepe Coin, and I was like, oh, y'all are so cute. I look red on TikTok. Oh, I don't know what's going on with my TikTok settings today. I feel like everything's out of whack there. But yeah, I didn't get to go out in the sun yesterday. I took a break from the sun yesterday. I was so busy. Guys, I literally did not get to like sit down yesterday until like 9 p.m. And then I was on Billy's space until like probably 10. So yeah, I had a really long day yesterday. It was crazy. Anyway, guys, Bitcoin looking gorgeous. We're going to follow up on our breaking news headlines. Let's get it. Ukraine, man. Ukraine. I mean, darn. A lot of people complain about Ukraine, but you know what? They're actually doing stuff that is ahead of the United States, and that includes lawmakers submitting a bill for the creation of a crypto reserve. Again, using the word crypto. Ukrainian lawmakers have taken the first steps towards a creation of a crypto reserve. A group of 8 deputies of Ukraine's parliament submitted a bill which would authorize the country's national bank to include virtual assets in the gold and foreign exchange reserves. The bill's principal sponsor is Yaroslav, I'm not going to try that one, who serves as first deputy chairman of the Committee on Finance, Tax, and Customs Policy. Yaroslav described the bill as a step to integrate Ukraine into global financial innovations in a post on Telegram. How ironic they're using Telegram. He adds that the proper management of crypto reserves will help strengthen the macroeconomic stability and create new opportunities for the development of the digital economy. And it was noted that, however, if it became law, the policy would not demand the central bank to create a crypto reserve, merely that it would have the option of doing so. Now, Ukraine already holds a fat stack of Bitcoin, 46,351 Bitcoin, worth over $5 billion, which is a figure only the US, China, and the UK surpass, according to data tracked by BitBo. However, reports from 2021 say this is all held by civil servants and other officials as opposed to being held in government coffers. So, like I said, I feel like that number is a fugazi number. 46,000 Bitcoin is really not held by the government. It's held by civil servants and other officials. So I'm going to say right now that I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts. That's just my hot take on that part. However, they are trying to push for a crypto reserve, and that says a lot more than what we are seeing here in the United States, where we have like, oh yeah, Donnie T signed an executive order, all these things happened, but we haven't really seen Donnie T kind of step out, do a press conference and say, hey man, we are having our Bitcoin and crypto reserve, and this is how we're doing it. I think even XRP got kicked out of the reserve, something like that, and some people, lobbyists, I guess, got kicked out of the no. We're gonna call it the no. So yeah, that's just kind of the little tea to sip on that. So I'm waiting on the United States. It's June. Donnie T has been in office since January, and I want to see more. I want to see more crypto related stuff. We do have the bill to talk about, the Clarity Act. We'll jump into that as well. Ian says, what is fugazi? Fugazi is like, fugazi is almost a word for fake in a way. Like, oh, this is fugazi. Like this isn't real. Like, it's kind of like, it's almost like BS, you know? Does that make sense? That's the best way I could describe fugazi. Carl Elder, good morning. Good morning. Nice to see that you made it today. Guys, please smash the like, subscribe, and share. Let's go. Fugazi is one of my favorite terms. It's one of mine as well. I'm not going to lie to you. Guys, we have Connecticut. We're going to jump into the United States now. We were in Ukraine. We're in the United States again. We're in Connecticut. Guys, we have Connecticut enacting a law banning state crypto reserves and investments. This I think is awful. Absolutely awful for Connecticut. Carl Elder with 5 memberships. Thank you. You got to pump it up. Use those emojis. Put those rain emojis for Michael Cartwright and Carl Elder. Beautiful. Silver Days beat me to it. Oh, wow. Connecticut has passed legislation barring the state and local governments from investing in crypto or establishing a reserve. The Connecticut General Assembly published the final text of the bill on Tuesday. The bill HB 7082 passed both the House and Senate unanimously without dissent. That is ridiculous. The bill has now become Public Act number 2566, according to the official website of the Connecticut General Assembly. The new legislation bars government entities from buying, holding, or investing in crypto assets, while also forbidding them from establishing a reserve of virtual currency or accepting crypto payment. It also requires crypto businesses that engage in money transmission to disclose all material risks associated with crypto in clear, conspicuous, and legible writing in the English language, which what other language is it going to be in? It further imposes protections for minors, requiring legal guardian verification for users under the age of 18. Now, we also see New Hampshire became the first state to pass a strategic Bitcoin reserve bill, with Arizona half following suit. I think that last line is very misleading. However, this is ridiculous. Arizona, why I say that line is misleading is because Arizona is, if it's seized Bitcoin, then they'll add it to some reserve. BS. It's not the same as like an actual reserve where the state is buying Bitcoin and holding it for X amount of time. So I just really don't understand what the problem is here in Connecticut. I don't know why they have such boomer old people energy when it comes down to Bitcoin and crypto. If you are a state, if you're a city, if you're a country, if you're a company, anything, you want to stack Bitcoin. What are we doing? Why are we playing games? Yeah, stay away from the easternmost part of America. Connecticut is cold and sad. Cold and sad. Spicy, thank you for the membership drop.
So pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Why are we banning crypto reserves in Connecticut? It would only make them more money and make them more wealthy in the future. But I think New Hampshire is just going to take all of the spotlight. And my question is, where's Texas? The yeehaw state of Texas, where are they in the reserve game? That's another thing I think is disappointing. I thought Texas was going to lead the way. I actually thought Florida was going to lead the way, but Florida disappointed me too. So I don't know. I hope these politicians get some sense knocked into them, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Connecticut fumbled the bag big time. They'll go back on this, though. I think in the next few years, we're going to see Connecticut turn their opinion and say, hey, we're going to revote on all of this. Connecticut likes to handicap and wants us to depend on government. Yeah, I mean, New York is like that, too. Connecticut, a lot of, I'm not going to get political about it, but there are certain states that don't want you to have freedom. Let's put it that way. We're going to dive into another exchange that wants to file or is filing for an IPO, which is Bullish. Bullish actually owns CoinDesk as well. The CEO has some youthful energy to him. But Bullish is filing for a U.S. IPO. Take a gander. This is pretty big news. Crypto exchange Bullish confidentially filed for a U.S. IPO, according to the Financial Times. The company aims to capitalize on renewed enthusiasm for digital assets driven by the administration of Donnie T. And following the IPO of Circle from last week, whose shares soared 168% on the first day of trading. We could check in on Circle stock. Can someone remind me later? Financial Times didn't distinguish between Bullish Exchange and its parent Bullish Group, the Peter Thiel-backed company that is also the parent of CoinDesk. The confidential filing with the SEC allows Bullish to prepare for a public listing while keeping financial details private for now, which is the same thing that Gemini is doing too. Jefferies will serve as a lead underwriter, according to the Financial Times. And so Bullish previously did try to go public in a SPAC deal back in 2021. It collapsed because of market volatility. Now, the person who I was referring to with youthful energy is Tom Farley. He's a former president of NYSE Group and chaired by Brendan Bloomer of Block.one. He's also, Peter Thiel is a co-founder of PayPal and an early investor in Facebook, now Meta. So I feel like Tom Farley, let me pull up a picture of him. I'm going to pull up a picture of Tom Farley. Hold on, Tom Farley. This man, he screams youthful energy. He screams knowledgeable until proven otherwise. But I have to say, like, I feel like this man just spits facts, Mr. Farley. Look at him, Mr. Farley. Look at him go. Look at him go. So I think I'm slightly a fan of him. You see his hair is all nice. He got the suit on, like spiffed out youthful energy for Tom Farley. So Bullish, keep in mind, they might have an IPO as well, which is another crypto thing. And it might end up helping CoinDesk in the end. Waiting for final approval by the governor over in Texas. Is that true? Is that true, Michael Cartwright? I mean, listen, I feel like Texas should have led the way here. Texas was lacking. Florida's lacking. I feel like DeSantis should have been like pushing it too, because Mr. DeSantis loves Bitcoin. I mean, yeah, like, no matter what, it doesn't matter if the states are involved. I mean, it would help the state. The country gets involved, it helps the country economically. But what's most important is that we have our Bitcoin in our wallet and all of that. So we want to be our own bank, have permissionless transactions, have money that can't be taken. So that is what's most important, in my opinion. Speaking of the Circle IPO that we just mentioned, Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse, which again, there was a rumor that Ripple tried to buy Circle. Brad apparently said at his XRP conference that never happened. It was just a rumor, or maybe he's just a little sour grape at the moment, but who knows. He is bullish on the Circle IPO, saying it signals U.S. stablecoin regulation to come about. And again, this kind of ties into our spotlight, which we'll get into a little bit later. Garlinghouse has his own objectives. Of course, he's bullish on stablecoins because he has RLUSD and XRPL to promote. Brad said that he remains bullish on stablecoins, a sentiment he said is reinforced by the recent blockbuster Circle IPO, saying Circle's IPO clearly went very well. That's a reflection of investor interest in crypto, both institutions and retail. The financial future will be on blockchain. So that's what he said at Apex 2025, the largest annual XRP summit. That is pretty wild too. But he said that he thinks the Genius Act will pass, and that is something that I think is a little bit iffy, the Genius bill. I think it definitely just helps Circle. I think it's definitely, obviously the only reason Brad talks about it is because it's going to benefit him and XRP anyway. So he did not comment here, though, on the potential Ripple Circle merger or acquisition. I don't really see why they would merge, but Meninja, thank you for the membership drop. Appreciate it. I just feel like it's a little bit iffy on why Circle and Ripple would kind of merge, being that they're almost competitors to one another. I know that Ripple probably wants to absorb Circle, so it's more power to them. What do you guys think? Should Ripple and Circle merge? One or yes emoji, two or no emoji. Let's go. Also, thank you, Meninja, for the 2 memberships. Appreciate you. Let's look at Circle stock right now. I think that's something we should check in on. CRCL, NYSE, beautiful, beautiful. So Circle's still doing significantly well. I expected probably a bigger pullback than what this is because, again, the first day of trading, it was flying. Circle's at $111.88, up around almost 6%. Looking here, it seems like we might hold some sort of support around literally where we're at, which is 111, maybe even this 108 here. So that's maybe where we could find some support for Circle. Seems like it's kind of enjoying this range. Maybe this is where it finds stability, where it finds its footing almost. There's really nothing here on Market Cipher. Again, this is a brand new stock. Literally, it's fifth day of trading. So keep that in mind, but Circle's doing quite well. The high is around $138-ish. So one to watch out for, but holding pretty well. People that went and bought it before, I guess, it launched or when it launched, and then selling it at $139, that's pretty good. I mean, from the open to that high, like the close, 92% gain. Like, pretty nice. I mean, even with Newsmax, we saw Newsmax fly to uncanny numbers when it first launched, and then it pulled back. So I expected a bigger pullback, but Circle's holding up pretty well. Must be a lot of nice sentiment for them. More Ripple news, though, for people that are bullish on XRPL and their Ethereum-compatible sidechain. It's going to go live in Q2. So they call it a decentralized layer 1. I don't know how decentralized it really is, but XRPL sidechain that's compatible with Ethereum virtual machine, so EVM, is set to go live in the second quarter, according to Jazzy Cooper, the director of product management at Ripple, and David Schwartz, Ripple's CTO, said at the ongoing Apex 2025 conference in Singapore. And so, again, this is an EVM compatibility refers to the ability of the blockchain to run Ethereum-based dApps or smart contracts seamlessly. So we have a lot of EVMs in crypto. I think a lot of the layer 1s-ish or layer 2s are EVM compatible. If you look into them, you'll actually be surprised how many are EVM compatible. The XRPL EVM sidechain testnet went live earlier this year and is experiencing rapid growth, according to some people like Persist Technologies. But that's the latest on XRPL and their expansion into the EVM side of things. Looking at XRP price today, it's $231. Not $231. Oh, I'm so burnt. $2.31, up around 0.5%. Now, we are looking at this 200-day SMA with a close eye. We're 5 cents away. It's at $2.36. Now, you do want to test it and see where it goes. Bullishly, you're looking to test the 200-day SMA and look at $2.72. Bearish level to watch is $1.84. Momentum moving up quite nicely, slightly bullish here. VWAP is pulling back, though. Money flow is slightly green. Slightly green. Bullish RSI. So we're not really like super bullish, but we are considered bullish. And so hopefully, for the sake of your bags, you want to keep that RSI moving and see where that takes us passing that 200-day SMA. I know. I make a little oopsie, guys. I make a little oopsie. But $2.31 is pretty good for XRP. Right, Reds? Right, Reds? What do I think the ceiling is for Bitcoin this year? I mean, I don't do price predictions. I really don't. Because you don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. When everyone thinks Bitcoin's going to go one way, it usually goes the other. And I'm pretty on point with that quote. Everyone swore that we were going to 0, and we did not. So, and what I'm specifically referring to, if you go on YouTube and look at the chart with me here, when we pulled back initially right here to 101K, and even right here where we found support here at 93, people swore we were going to reject the 200-day SMA after that. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. So we found some sort of support here and with these wick lows and moved up over to 100K. We've been over $100,000 for over 30 days now. So hopefully 100,000 is the new floor. We want that to be the new floor. Christmas is almost here. We got some time for that. We got a few months until Christmas. I'm excited, though. I do hope that we could go ahead and get after it this summer. This summer, we want to grind, but we also might take a vacation. We also might take a little week vacation or something like that. It would be fun. But guys, we are going to get after it this summer. Because summer is here doesn't mean I'm leaving. Oh, look, it's Cassius. Hello, Cassius. What did he say? Bitcoin bullish AF. And this is based on relative pullbacks just as much as pumps. Go off, Cassius. I think it's so funny, Cassius, when when I hear the song and I hear like I go, yeah. I don't know why it makes me laugh. I love it. Okay, wait, what's going on here? Rumble, what's going on Rumble, friends? Editors page on Rumble. Pamp it for Rumble. Woohoo.
So pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Mike Mazzone is over on Abstract with Black Hat and Backup and wanna join. Hello, nice to see you. Welcome to my gorgeous abstractors. We love the abstractors. Also, Rumble, we're killing it over on Rumble. We love Rumble. Guys, let's continue moving. Let's continue moving on here. Please smash the likes. How many likes do we have, guys? Do we have 100 likes yet? I hope we do. We have 89 likes. My button's not working. Oh boy. Guys, please smash the like, subscribe, and share. Pretty please. Thank you. Now, we know that things have been controversial with the SEC. Now, it's okay, because I feel like Paul Atkins is very much ahead. And he also came after Gary Gensler and said what he did was out of pocket. Now, Representative William Timmons asked the SEC for their documents on how they approached Ethereum in the past. Now, one big thing is that the SEC said Bitcoin, ETH, you're all good, like really back in the day. And then Gary came in and was like, you know what? Maybe Ethereum's a security. And that's only because he probably didn't want the Ethereum ETF to come out. He wanted some FUD to slow it all down. That was Gary's job, to slow crypto adoption. Here's what I find interesting. What are we really going to see on the past approach to Ethereum? What are we going to see in terms of communications? And we still really never got to see what really happened in the last SEC, who he was talking to, Gary Gensler, why he was doing what he did, and how he actually got questions given to him with answers that he should say by Liz Warren. None of this was talked about. None of it. So Congressman William Timmons said, I just sent a letter to SEC Chair Atkins requesting for documents on their inconsistent treatment of ETH under Gary Gensler and the bye-bye admin. The American people and the crypto community deserve transparency as Congress moves forward with the Clarity Act. And we're going to jump into the Clarity Act in just a moment. And so Timmons said that Gary Gensler as chair casts doubt on ETH's status by repeatedly refusing to answer questions whether they view ETH as a security during an April 2023 congressional hearing. And Timmons said, as would later be revealed, days before that testimony, the SEC approved a formal investigation into whether ETH is a security, which is blasphemy. Gary Gensler was playing games, and that's literally what it's all about. And so even Coinbase filed for FOIA, the Freedom of Information Act request, to go ahead and get some answers. And so Timmons' letter follows that up, asking the SEC for documents about its views on ETH. And so the SEC before Atkins rejected that request, which I don't understand how they can reject a request like that when these things, if you're affecting the public should be in the know of what you're thinking. So that way we could understand what's going on. But they like to hide things. The last administration was shady, very shady. Sliding into the Clarity Act, let's give you some clarity on it. Haha, corny joke. Okay, let's do it. Spotlight starts now. Now, we do have the Clarity Act, which is a crypto market structure bill. Do we really want something like this? Put a 1 or a yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Let me know your thoughts on it. It moved out of House committees. And, of course, we're still waiting on more stablecoin action to be had. The House Agriculture and Financial Services Committees sent a major bipartisan message after advancing the U.S. crypto market structure bill on Tuesday, marking the first of several expected developments in the advancement of digital asset legislation this week. Now, the House Financial Services Committee was hashing out some of the final details in a marathon hearing on Tuesday on the bill to set up digital assets market oversight before voting to advance it 32-19, even as the Agriculture Committee voted to advance the bill 47-6. That is a wild count right there. At the same time, the Senate's legislation to regulate stablecoin issuers was rolling towards a final vote. Now, they were considering the Clarity Act, okay? So this year's effort to finally set the U.S. stage for crypto trading, known as the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, was the focus of markups. Special hearings in which congressional panels consider amendments and put a final polish on legislation before advancing it to the chamber floor. And in this case, 2 House committees were considering the Clarity Act at the same time on Tuesday. And so the Clarity Act provides certainty, okay? Certainty. And I feel like this word is a little iffy, but the Clarity Act provides certainty on digital assets to market participants, fills regulatory gaps at the CFTC and the SEC, bolsters American innovation, and brings in needed consumer protections to digital asset related activities and intermediaries. And that is according to Glenn G.T. Thompson at his opening, as he opened the committee's hearing. When it comes down to regulation and whether something is a commodity or a security, when it comes to crypto, I really do not believe that crypto and most things in crypto apply to each one. And they really try to box crypto in, but it can't happen. And I love how they try to do that, but they got to wake up and say this is a completely new industry. Rules and things that were created literally 100 years ago should not apply to something that couldn't even be conceived 100 years ago. This is old news. This is an old system and that needs reform. We need reform. And so that's kind of the latest in regards to that. So the Senate is also moving on a final vote for the Genius Act, and that's going to give guardrails for U.S. stablecoins. That's been tough too because the Dems don't like it, the Republicans do. I'm kind of like about it all too. So we'll see. We will see what happens here. So that was your spotlight. That's the Clarity Act that everyone's talking about. So I hope that helped you. Please smash the like, subscribe, and share. Pretty please. We have Bitcoin making moves right now, $110,322. We want to see a nice push. Hey, Destroyer, what up? Remember, for 26 months, that's a while. So we're kind of making moves right now with Bitcoin. I'm going to set an alert. I hope I'm not jinxing it. We're setting alerts here. We love alerts on this channel. I love my alerts. We're looking for $111,000. I just set an alert for it. If it happens, of course, I'll tweet it for y'all. But if it really passes that 111K, which we saw a wick high here the other day on May 27th. Now, if we have a strong push through 111, we could see 112 and thus another all-time high. Again, the support needs to be held here at 109. Looking over, what's the exact all-time high? 100, just a smidge over 112. I think like $112,025 seems to be. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. So yeah, I think that's just where, like about where it is, just at 112,000. So if we see like at least $112,200, that's an all-time high. We are not far. Bitcoin is making moves. We could see a new all-time high today. We're about 1.5%. Literally about 1.5% away from where we currently are standing right now with price, 1.5%. That is ridiculous. Absolutely wild. Please keep calm, hodl on. If we see an all-time high today, please be careful. Please be careful. If you are trading, Bullish bearish case scenario. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. All those things. We are pumping. We are loving it. $110,000 Bitcoin makes my heart very warm and fluffy. And as Bitcoin pams, let's check in on your gainers and your losers. Your coins to watch start now. Then we're going to jump into the members only after show. Become a member of the channel. Connect your YouTube account to Discord and go ahead and join the member stage. Subscriber count is still about the same as it was when we started the show. Please subscribe. I'm just kidding. But still, I'm not kidding about that. But I'm kidding about how I just cried about it. I'm not crying IRL. I'm not. But subscribe. You know, you're here. You're enjoying the show. Maybe you're not enjoying the show. I don't know. But you should subscribe just because it's a nice thing to do for this woman that's, you know, dedicating her life to cryptocurrency. Coins to watch. How do you pronounce this one? Kaya? Well, it's up 25%. SPX is up 19%. G2 up 13%. Fartcoin up 10%. Volta up 8%. Looking at your losers, we actually have some losers today. Quant down 2.2%. Toncoin down 1.7%. Curve down 1.6%. Pendle down 0.8%. And Tron down 0.8% as well. Ton has been doing pretty well in terms of activity. They do a lot on Telegram. And even the Telegram CEO was kidnapped by French authorities. He's been speaking out quite a lot lately as well. Ethereum is trying to target that 3K. What were we talking about yesterday, bro? Like, we love TA on this channel. What exactly were we talking about yesterday? Oh boy, $2,834 ETH up 0.64%. Look at what we wanted. We were like, okay, we passed the 200-day SMA. We tapped this 2,800, just about 2,800. Guys, create support there. Then we can move to 3K. If we blast off to 3K, I will jump for joy. That is so darn bullish, man. So darn bullish. Hold support at 2,800. Move on up. Let's go. Pamp Bitcoin. Pamp ETH. Pump Litecoin. Let's go. Cause I'm a Bitcoin bestie. Gotta love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie. Again, you want to hold $2,800 ETH, move up to 3K. That's what we wanted. You see my little arrow? We manifested. Green dot printed, moving up, that momentum looking high. Beautiful in the sky. VWAP is pulling back just a little bit. Money flow, highest it's been since December, looking hot. Also, we're not even overbought yet on the RSI. Now, when we have a major pump on the RSI, typically I like to see a nice pullback and move back on up. We're going to see how ETH reacts to all this bullish momentum that it has. Hopefully, it can sustain and hold at least $2,800 ETH and create support. ETH has been having some trouble this cycle, but don't sleep on it, man. Do not sleep on ETH. Everyone's been sleeping. Oh my gosh, where, ETH so bad, ETH not gain. Guys, keep calm, huddle on. I think it's going to be okay. Again, not financial advice, but usually when people are in fear, that's when you should be in greed. Litecoin, $92.70, down 0.76%. We want to hold that $91. Bullishly, we're looking at $97. Bearishly, we're looking at $84. Litecoin's kind of looking neutral-ish at the moment. Momentum is moving up. That green dot is technically still playing out. VWAP is a little flat today, and we do have the money flow that is green. Not even that bullish on the RSI, which I believe is bullish in the fact that it's not too bullish, because we're at $92 right now, and there's so much room for that gain. So I'm hoping if we trend towards that overbought direction, we could see $100 Litecoin. I love $100 Litecoin. Litecoin is the right coin. Litecoin, Litecoin. I love Litecoin. Now, we're also looking at Dogecoin. That's 20 cents. Psychological level up 1.85%. We want to hold above that 0.1933. Bullishly, we're looking at 21 cent Dogecoin. Guys, I do ask that you support people. I ask that you support everybody. Yes, we do have a new Litecoin wallet. It's called Nexus. So please download Nexus. It's a new Litecoin app. It's a new Litecoin wallet. I've had the OG Litecoin wallet, but now they have this one. So shout out to Litecoin and Nexus. Am I Sicilian? I don't really know. That's a good question. I'm half Italian, but I don't know like where exactly. I don't know. I gotta do some research into that. We don't need any more pullbacks. Listen, Bitcoin does what it wants. That's why you have to be bullish and bearish at the same time. Figure out what you got to do and what makes you happy. Or, you know what? You just DCA, IDCA, DCA. You know, dollar cost average. Check up daily, weekly, monthly buys, whatever makes you happy. But you definitely should do it. Definitely should do it. Also, guys, check out Vacation Genie. We love Vacation Genie. Lazarus, hello, my friend. Bullish on Parade. Welcome. Welcome. I have a lot of love for y'all. I really do. Like, immense amounts of love. Now, speaking of love, I have a lot of love for my members of the channel. So what you're going to do if you're a member, go into Discord right now. We're going to jump into Discord. So if you haven't yet and you enjoyed this show, because on this show, we like to spread that good vibes, happy energies. We like to be Bitcoin besties out here. Do me a favor, smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends. Have a beautiful day. Happy Wednesday. We're getting after it today. And then again, we're midweek, so we're going to coast through Thursday. We're going to coast through Friday. We're going to enjoy our weekend. But I might be getting ahead of myself. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. A happy Wednesday. All the love to every single one of you guys. Let's get after it. I have a lot of love for you. Okay. All right. Guys, let's get after it. Have a beautiful day. Smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends. I will see you in Discord right now. Happy Wednesday. Stay zesty. Mwah. Peace. Woohoo.